Hello everyone, welcome to Voxcel. I hope you are doing fine. So in this video we're going to look at section 1 of test 3, and this particular text is taken from IELTS GT book number 20th. So without further ado, let's start. So if you have watched my previous videos, or if okay, you should know that how we start our reading. Yes, by reading the title of the passage. The benefit basically behind the reason behind this is that when you read the title of the passage, you get a fair idea like what kind of passage it will be. Like, will it be on some kind of animal, some kind of experiment, or something like that? So, let's read the title to understand. Why not visit Wales and go to a festival? So, if you don't know, I'm going to tell you. Wales, it's a country. Okay, so it's part of UK, you can say. So they're saying that why why not you go to Wales, like why not visit Wales. It doesn't mean that you should not visit Wales. They are just saying why are you not visiting Wales and going to festival there. So there may be a festival that's famous in that particular part of the world, and they are just suggesting you to go there and take part in that festival or experience that festival. N- Clear? So now we are not going to read the text just yet. We're going to go look at the questions that's on the right hand side. You can see I'm going to highlight it. So, and we're going to look at what kind of questions we're dealing with, make a strategy, and then we will start reading our passage. So for this particular text, for this section, we have questions 1 to 14. I'm on the left hand side now, but for this particular text we have questions 1 to 7. So if you are preparing for GT, you should know that your section 1 and section 2 are usually divided into 2 and sometimes into 3 parts, you can say, and each part will have its own questions. Clear? For this particular part we have questions 1 to 7. So let's read the instruction words first. Look at the 5 advertisements for entertainment events in Wales. A, E. So we know now that there will be 5 kind of advertisements, labeling A to E. For which event are the following statements true? So this is a type of paragraph contains information. So write the correct letter A, E in boxes 1 to 7 and B. So this is very important to note. You may use any letter more than once. So this instruction means that maybe, just maybe, you may have like more than one answer in one particular paragraph. For example, maybe in paragraph A you may find answers to two questions, like maybe 1 and 2, 1 and 3, 2 and 3, whatever the number may be. Maybe you will have more than sorry, more than one answer in one paragraph. So if you look at the number of questions, so there are 7 questions, and how many paragraphs are there? Yes, A to E meaning 5 paragraphs. So obviously two paragraphs will, if every paragraph has one answer, so how many questions will you solve? 5. Only 2, and 2 will still be remaining. So that means two paragraphs should have more than one answers in them so that we can complete all the 7 questions. So okay, that's the one scenario. Another can be maybe some paragraph one maybe, like, just for example, A, it doesn't have any answer in it, but some other paragraph has 3 answers in it. So it can that also be the case. Clear? So now what we're going to do is we're going to read these questions, try to understand their meaning, subtle differences if there is any similarities in two or more than two questions, and try to understand what we have to find in each question in the paragraph. Because if you want to find these questions, you will need to understand them, and because they will be like 1 or 2 liners at most, you should their answer will not be covering the entire paragraph. So for example, in a paragraph, maybe in one sentence or one line, you will find the answer of question number 1. Clear? So let's understand these questions. Sorry about that. This event used to be known by a different name. So used to be known by a different name, in whatever paragraph there is written something like it was former the former name of this particular event was ABC. Previously it was known as XYZ, so something like that. So there will be old name will be discussed. So in that paragraph we will write that paragraph as our answer to question number 1. Clear? Second, at the end of this event, any profits are handed over to charities. So we are giving money to charities. So in whichever paragraph there is written like giving money to some charity, or maybe instead of word charity, they may say for a good cause, or to help uh, poor people, to some special persons who are not able to take care of themselves, something like that. That's also giving money to charities. Third, people can buy refreshments. So you are buying refreshments, maybe you're buying some snacks, you can buy some like drink, something like that, that have been sorry here, that have all been made locally. So you are able to buy local refreshments. Fourth, this event has increased in size since it was last held. So the size of this event has increased. So maybe something like there it has now more people, something like that. Okay, so the size of the event will be like more than the previous one. It is advisable to reserve places for certain activities at this event. So, in whichever paragraph you are reserving, you are booking your place for certain activities. Like obviously, when you are booking in advance. So, if you are booking in advance for any particular activity, that paragraph will be your answer. Sixth, this event also takes part in another country. So there will be two countries mentioned. One we obviously know, Wales, and there may be mention of some other country as well. Clear? Seventh, people can listen to a range of singers without paying. So here you can listen to different kinds of singers without paying. So maybe free event, something like entry is free, something like that will be mentioned. I hope you are like questions are clear. So now what we're gonna do, we're gonna read the A paragraph, and one more thing. After reading the A paragraph, I will give you around 10 seconds or so to tell me whether in A paragraph there is any answer or not, or whether in A paragraph there, or in any paragraph for that matter, is there more than one answer, something like that. So you will, if you need more time than that, if you are just starting, and if you are not in like advanced stage, if you are like a newbie beginner and you need more time, you can pause the video, and when you're ready with your answer you can continue. So let's read the A paragraph now. Winter food and craft festival. Our ever popular winter food and craft festival is back. So they are saying that their popular festival is back. Okay, this year it's going to be bigger and better than ever. So they're saying that this particular year, okay, so this particular year it's going to be bigger and better than ever. So like from the past it will be bigger and better. The event will host a variety of stalls selling items ranging from fashion and personal ornaments, including beautiful necklaces or earrings, to handmade gifts. So they're selling a range of fashionable and personal ornaments, and what they're selling beautiful necklaces, earrings, and handmade gifts. There will also be a large seating area where visitors can enjoy some of the hot and cold ready to eat delights on offer. So also there will be a large seating area, so where you can sit and enjoy hot and cold ready to eat delights on offer. So whatever they are offering, okay, you can enjoy there. Clear? So now you're gonna have around 10 seconds for this to tell me whether there is any answer or answers in this particular paragraph, and the time starts now. Okay, time's up. Let's read the questions together. First, this event used to be known by a different name. Is there any mention about like there is some sort of name change? No. So one is not our answer. Second, profits and charities. Is there any mention of this? Nothing like that. Third, people can buy refreshments that have been made locally. Is there any mention of buying local refreshments? No. Well, I can see why a lot of you might have said third as your answer, because they're saying visitors can enjoy hot and cold, ready to eat delights on offer, but they're not talking about local made refreshments. But one more thing, I think it will help you to understand better. So if you are like putting A as this the answer, so you should do that. Like you don't have to waste time reading it again and again, because when that actual answer will come, you will get to know, no, in this particular paragraph or in this particular sentence it is written that they are buying local refreshment, something like that. So if you think A is your answer, you can mark it like that. Like I will do this in yellow. Okay, I will change the color for this. So what it will help you to do is, it will help you to save time. You do not have to read again and again. Let's read the next. This event has increased in size since it was last held. Is there any mention of increment in size here, or it's yes, there is. So the answer to this particular is A. Where it is written, let me mark here now. Here, this year it's going to be bigger and better than it ever. So basically is this year it's going to be bigger, so obviously that just means it has increased in size. That's our fourth. I hope it is clear. Let's look at fifth question. It is advisable to reserve places. Is there any mention of reserving or booking your place in advance? Nothing like that. Another country, there is no mention of that. Range of singers without paying. No, there is no. Do not get confused between, like, do not match words. Why? Because if you match words, you will say range. There is also something about range. So mark it as a no. That way, you will not be able to solve reading at all. You will be getting most of your questions incorrect. If you are lucky, you may get some correct, but most of the questions will be incorrect. So now let's read the B paragraph. On 1st and 2nd November, Other Voices makes its way from its home in Dingle on the west coast of Ireland to the town of Cardigan on the west coast of Wales for a phenomenal weekend which celebrates the long-standing cultural and musical ties between these regions. Now they're talking about from on the 1st and 2nd November, what will happen. This is the particular name, Other Voices makes it way from its home. So but wherever it starts, it makes it way from Ireland to Wales, and it celebrates the long standing cultural and musical ties between these regions. So but whatever ties are between these regions, cultural and musical ties, this particular event celebrates that. Over the weekend, we will showcase a lineup of over 30 free musical and cultural events featuring incredible vocal performances. So they do over the weekend? They will showcase a lineup of 30 free musical and cultural events, and they will also include vocal performances. Clear? So again, you know the drill. Your time starts now. Okay, time's up. Let's read the questions together. Used to known by different name. Is there any mention of name change? Nothing like that. Profits and charities. Again, there is no mention about that. Buy local refreshments. Is there any mention of this? No. Increased in size. Is there any mention? We have already done that, but is there any mention of that? Again, no. Reserve a place for certain activities. Is there any mention of booking your place? Nothing like that. This event also take place in another country. Is there any mention of different countries? Two different countries? Yes, there is. So let me first mark it here. B. Now, where it is written? that it's in different country, another country. Yes, here. So it's home in Ireland to west coast of Wales. So let mark it completely. So here it is written clearly from Ireland to Wales. So Ireland is a different country, Wales is a different country. So it also take place in another country. I hope it is clear. Let's read the seventh. Is there any mention of you can listen to range of singers without paying? Yes, there is. So again, the answer of this is B. Where it is written? Here. 30 free musical and cultural events and incredible vocal performances. So free meaning to say without paying, obviously. Vocal performances, singers. I hope it is clear. Moving on to the C paragraph or C text. Festival of Senses. Festival of Senses is an annual free festival in the West Wales town of Landielo. Sorry if I'm mispronouncing this name. I'm pretty sure I butchered it, but I'm sorry for that. It offers craft and fashion stalls, food stalls, and more. So this particular festival, uh, it helps in this particular place, and what it offers: craft and fashion stalls, food stalls, and much more than that. The country market will be open all day on Friday and Saturday. Do visit us for light snacks and to view our wide range of goods, all produced in the area by our cooks, crafters, and growers. So they're saying that this particular market will be open all day on Friday and Saturday. So these 2 days it will be open like 24 hours. So you should give it pay them a visit for if you want to eat some light snacks and view our wide range of goods, and all the goods are produced in the area. So in the area meaning to say in that particular place by their cooks or crafters and growers. Okay, so that's your paragraph. Now you know the drill. You have around 10 seconds and the time starts now. Okay, time's up. So let's read the questions together. This event used to be known by different name. Is there any mention of name change? No. So this can be our answer. Profits and charities. Again, there is no mention of that. Buying refreshments made locally. Is there any mention of this? Yes, there is. So the answer to this question is C. That's why I said A. Why it is C? Let me just explain it before. Let me just first highlight it and then I will explain it. Let me do this again for the complete part. So, if you look closely, they're saying that you can buy light snacks or you can view all the goods that are produced in the area. So, in the area meaning to say locally. So by cooks, obviously growers. So something like if you're buying refreshments, so you're buying snacks. So these are your refreshments, and these are produced or made in the area by our cooks. I hope it is clear. Let's read the other. Increase in. Is there any mention of increase in size? No. Reserve places for activities. No mention of that. Another country there is no mention of that. Again, we have done range of singers again. So in C paragraph we have only one answer. Let's read the D paragraph then. Craft Festival Cardiff. Craft Festival Cardiff, formerly made by hand Cardiff, moved to City Hall Cardiff in 2014. So they're talking about this particular festival. So it was like known as this particular thing. It moved to Cardiff in 2014. There is a range of bookable workshops for all ages. So we can book some workshop and It is for all ages. Our workshops are very popular and most sell out quickly. To book, you must be over 16 years of age. So they're saying that their workshops are very popular and they sell out quickly. So if you want to book, you must be at least 16 years of age. We also have a range of free workshops for children between the ages 2 and 18. So they also provide free workshops, but for whom? For children that are between ages 2 and 18. Let me do this. Okay, so now you know the drill. The time starts now. Okay, time's up. Let's read the questions together now. First, this event used to be known by different name. Is there any mention of this? I hope everybody got this. Yes, there is. So first answer is B. Where it is written? Yes, Cardiff Festival, formerly known as this particular festival. So the previous name was Made by Hand Cardiff. Now it is known as Craft Festival Cardiff. I hope it is clear. Let's read the other profits and charities. Is there any mention of profits and charities? No. People can buy, we have done that. Refreshments, otherwise there is no mention of refreshments increasing in size. No mention of that, we have done already. Is there any mention of booking your place for certain activities? Yes, there is. So our answer to this is also paragraph D. Where it is written, let me mark it first. Yes. So they're talking about our workshops are very popular and most sell out quickly. So if something sells out quickly, so if you want to have that particular thing, you have to book in advance. So they have also told that if you want to book, you must be over 16 years of age. So this is also about age category. So let me just mark it here. So sixth and seventh, we have already done that. Another country and range without paying. So this is our last paragraph E. And how many questions are left? Only one. So obviously the answer should be E, but we will read and try and we'll make sure. But in exam, if you're 100% sure that whatever you have read up until now, you are 100% confident in your ability that that will be correct. So you do not have to like spend your like 2 or 3 minutes, sorry, 1 or 2 minutes on this. So you can mark it as E and move forward. But we will do that now. Sparks in the Park. Our annual event enables up to 20,000 people to view one of the UK's largest firework displays, accompanied by live presenters from Heart FM radio, a full fun fair, foods and drink stalls, and carnival atmosphere. So now they're talking about this particular event, and it enables up to 20,000 people to view the largest fireworks display, and it's also accompanied by presenters from this particular radio, Heart FM radio, and it's all like this. Two displays will be taking place again this year: a children's firework display from 6 p.m. and Wales largest firework display from 7 p.m. onwards. So there will be two types of fires displays. One is for children and starts from 6 p.m. and other is Wales' largest display from 7 p.m. onwards. All funds raised will be distributed to organizations that help people in need, and whatever funds they collect, they raise, they will be those funds, that money will be given to the organization to help people in need. Clear? So, you have around 10 seconds. Tell me. Yeah, we know the answer is E, but where it is written? Okay, time's up. So the answer is E, but where it is written? Yes, in the very last sentence. All the funds will be distributed to organizations that help people in need. So charities, they have written it as organizations. So it's question 2. I hope it is clear. So this is how you should do this particular paragraph text. So if there is any doubt, you can rewatch that part of the video. And now we are moving on to the remaining questions. So if you look closely, if you remember, so the total number of questions in this particular section are 1 to 14. So there are 14 questions and we have only solved 7. So other 7 are still remaining. So now we are going to look at those questions. So this is our text for that, and these are our questions. So if you look closely, you can see, so the text below and answer questions 8 to 14. So here are questions 8 to 14. I hope you got my the point. Now you know the drill. What do we do before anything? Where how we start our reading text? Yes, by reading the title of the passage. So the title says the benefits of taking an advanced driving course. From the title, it's quite clear that in this text there will be some kind of information regarding why should you take advanced driving course, how it will benefit you. There will be like 2 or 3, maybe more benefits listed, like you will be safer on the roads, you will have much more control, something like that. Some benefits will be there of taking driving advanced driving course. Clear? So but now we are not going to read the text just yet. We're going to look at the questions, make a strategy, and then start reading. So let's look at the question on the right hand side. Do the following statements agree with the information given in text? In boxes you have to write true, false, and not given. So when you have to write true, if the statement agrees with the information, so that's very important. You do not have to match the words, you have to match the, like, this meaning of the sentence. So the statement, whatever the statement is, if it agrees with the information in the text, we will write true. But if the question contradicts the information in the text, we will write false. But if we cannot match the information because in the paragraph there is no information on this, we will write not given. Hope it is clear. Now these kind of questions, they are usually almost always are in order. For what I mean by that is, you will find eighth question before 9, 9 before 10, 10 before 11, and so on. Like there may be rarest of rare cases that some 1 or 2 questions, mostly one, I haven't, if I have seen two, I am not able to remember it on top of my head. But 1 or 2 questions may not be in order, but that is very rare, very very rare. So you can say rarest of rare chances. So but like 99.99% of the times you will get these questions in order. So what we're going to do is, we're going to read the eighth question, then try to find it. So question is, an advanced driving course aims to teach drivers to predict problems on the road ahead. So this particular course, the advanced driving course, what it aims is, what it wants to achieve, or what you can achieve is, it aims is to teach the drivers, or the, like you can say, the students, to predict the problems on the road ahead. What does predict means? Yes, to anticipate, to guess. So you can guess like what kind of problems you may face on the road ahead. Like there may be some foolish drivers out there. You cannot, you can say, be fully dependent on the other. You have to take care of your own, something like that. So whatever they are teaching you, you will be able to predict whatever the problems on the road ahead are there or can be there. I hope it is clear. Now we're going to read the paragraph and try to find the information. Once you have passed the practical and theory components of the driving test and have your full driving license, you may think you are an expert driver. So they're just telling you some kind of information, like if you have passed your practical and theory component, you may think after acquiring your license that you are an expert driver. However, there are lots of things you can do to improve your road skills, making you a safer and more competent driver. But obviously, there are a lot of things that you can do to improve yourself, because nobody is perfect. Whatever the field is, whatever the situation is, there is always room for improvement. Okay, have we read anything about an advanced driving course? No, nothing like that. So let me read one more paragraph. If we don't find the answer in that, maybe it's a not given. So we will write the ninth. Sorry, we will read the ninth question then. What is an advanced driving course? Okay, so here is they're talking about advanced driving course. So one more thing, let me change the color so that you can distinguish. Just give me one sec. So it helps you to distinguish between the different texts. I usually do it. I forgot this time. Okay, remaining I will do. That's all. So let's read it. The course gives you advanced feedback and guidance on your driving habits. So this what this course does. This course give you advanced feedback on guidance on your driving habits. Like, are you driving like in a safe way or not, or whatever the problems in your driving are. Okay, just wait a second, guys. There's some noise outside. I don't. I hope you are not able to hear it. Let it pass the vehicle. Okay, it's gone. So where were we? Yeah, the course give you advanced feedback, like what kind of problems you may be doing, or what kind of errors you may be like committing in your like driving, something like that. So that's the feedback you will get. The series of lesson provides you with the opportunity to learn additional skills that will help you to anticipate hazards when you are driving and turn you into more systematic and disciplined road users. So the series of lessons, what it will help you to do, it will help you to learn additional skills to help you anticipate hazards when you are driving, and to turn you into more systematic driver and disciplined road user. Okay, so yes, there is something about anticipation prediction about things. So our answer should be in this particular sentence. Now you have around 10 seconds, you know the drill. So let me just mark it first for you. Okay, so you have around 10 seconds for this, and the time starts now. Okay, time's up, and the answer to this question is true. Why it is true? If you are not able to identify it, don't worry, I'm gonna explain it to you why this is true. So here in the question they are saying that this particular course, it teaches you to predict problems. So teaches you to predict. So I already told you, predict meaning to say anticipate, to guess. So they're saying that it will help you to anticipate hazards. So what does hazard means? Problems when you are driving on the road ahead, obviously when you are driving. I hope it is clear. Let's read the ninth question now. Every advanced driving course follows a standard format. So maybe there are more than one advanced driving course, and whatever how many they are, we don't have to worry about that. But every course, it follows a standard format. So the format is the same. You may choose A, B, C, whatever the course you want to choose, but the standard format, the basic format will be the same. It doesn't like change. If that is the case, our answer will be true. But if every course is different, like it doesn't follow a standard format, they have all made their own format or their own course according to their own wish, there is no similarity in any course, the answer will be false. And if we don't know what kind of format they follow, the answer will be not given. I hope it is clear. Let's read the question together. Each available course, so yeah, every course, each course, so that's our location. differs in structure depending on the company that you choose to use. However, they all have the same goal. Okay, so they're saying that each available course, it differs in structure depending on the company you choose, but they have the same goal. And as well as producing safe drivers, the advanced driving course may help reduce your fuel consumption and keep your car in better shape for longer. So you will, what you will get, it's like killing two birds with one stone. You will become a better driver, and you will also get to know how to reduce your fuel consumption and how to keep your car in a better shape for longer period of time. So you can like increase your fuel efficiency, and you can increase the lifespan of your car. So that's additional benefits you're getting from taking that particular course. So yes, our location is in this particular paragraph. So you have around 10 seconds. Tell me the answer should be true, false, or not given, and the time starts now. Okay, time's up. And the answer to this question is false. I hope everybody got the right answer, but if not, don't worry. I will tell you why it is false and why not true or not given. Not given cannot be because we have the information why it's not true. So I I can understand if some of you have marked it as true, because here these are the distractor words. They have the same goal. So you're saying the same goal follows the standard format? No, having the same goal is different than following a particular format. So just let me write this location here. So for example, if there are like if you're giving IELTS exam, what's your goal? To go abroad and study. Okay, let's talk about academic students. For example, if you're giving academic IELTS, what's your goal? To go abroad and study. But are you following this? Are all the students following the same format? Okay, for example, if I talk about writing, are all the students following the same format of writing? No, obviously not. So that's the difference between having a same goal but using a standard format. So, but here they have said each available course differ in structure. So they have different formats, different structures depending on the company. So depending on the teachers you follow, you will use different kind of writing structure, speaking strategies, whatever the thing is, but it depends on the teacher. Clear? Moving on to 10th question. An advanced driving course can show participants how to use less petrol. Okay, I believe we have read something about that as well here in this particular sentence. We're gonna not go through it again. So you will have around 10 seconds for this, and your time starts now. Okay, time's up, and the answer to this question is yes, true. So the question says this advanced driving course can show participant how to use less petrol. So if they are able to use less petrol because of this particular course, with the answer is true, obviously. And here it is written, the advanced driving course may help to reduce your fuel consumption. So if you are reducing your fuel consumption, that just mean that your mileage is better, you are using less petrol to cover the same kilometers. Clear? So for example, if your car is giving you 10 kilometers a liter, so you are, and if you are able to use less fuel and the car gives 12 kilometers a liter, so in that particular amount of fuel you can travel 2 kilometers more. So if you want to go 10 kilometers, you will use less fuel because now you can go 12 kilometers a liter. I hope it is clear. Moving on to the 11th question. I am road smart courses. So that's the name of the course. Now we have given the name of the course. I am road smart courses are becoming available in more places. So this particular course, so let's call it road smart course or course 1. It's now becoming available in more places, like at those places where it was not available previously. Now you can choose this particular course. If that is the case, our answer will be true. But if that is not the case, like the number of places in fact have decreased, the answer will be false. Or the number of places are same, like neither increase nor decrease, the number remains the same, the answer still will be false. But if we don't know whether the number of places increased, decreased, or remained same, the answer will be not given. That's right. So let's read the information. There are few advanced driving courses you can choose from depending on which driving skills you need to work on. Here are two examples. I am road. So this is our location. I am Roadsmart. Once you have purchased the course, the company will match you with the local expert who will observe your driving habits over a series of lessons. So once you have purchased this particular course, what the company will do, the company will match you with the local expert. So the company will hire a local person for you, and that particular person will observe, will watch closely all your driving habits over a series of lessons, like over different days, over few days. That person will observe your driving habits. The instructor will then give you personalized feedback which will help you ensure that you are driving in the safest way possible. And with because of that, the particular feedback, you can like twist and tweaks your weak you can iron out your weaknesses. You can twist and tweak your driving habits or driving dynamics so that you can become a safe driver, even safer driver. I am Road Smart offers a number of different advanced packages, including courses intended for users of both cars and motorcycles. So they are offering packages for both cars and motorcycles. Okay, so that's it for the road smart. So now you have to tell me whether the information is true, false, or not given. The time starts now. Okay, time's up. And the answer to the 11th question is yes, not given. Why it is not given? Yeah, they have said the company will match you with the local expert, but whether the number of places where these experts are available, local experts are available, those number of places, has the number increased, decreased, or remained same? We don't know about that, so that's why we have to mark it as not given. I hope it is clear. 12, I am road smart. Again, that's of I am road smart. So we have already read that course operate on one to one basis. So if this particular course operates on one to one basis, the answer will be true. But if it's a group process, group course, not one to one but a group course, the answer will be false. But if we don't know whether it's one to one, group, or something like that, the answer will be not given. So I will just read this paragraph. The instructor will then give personal feedback. Okay. So yeah, the location is in this particular in this particular sentence, and for that you have around 10 seconds. Tell me, and the time starts now. Okay, time's up, and the answer to this question is true. Why it is true? Because they are giving you personalized feedback. So if you are getting personalized feedback, that just means you are getting a course on one to one basis. So they are giving you one to one feedback. Hope it is clear. Let's move on to 13th question. I am Road Smart runs courses for professional drivers. So this particular course this particular company, it runs, if it run courses for professional drivers, we will say true. But if it doesn't run courses for professional drivers, we will say false. And if we don't know whether professional drivers, like whether there is any seat for professional drivers or not, the answer will be not given. Let's read it. I'm RoadSmart offers a number of different advanced packages, including this and this. So obviously our answer will be in this particular sentence, and the time starts now. Okay, time's up. And the answer to this question is yes, true, false, or not given. Not given. Why? Because they have said they offer a different number of advanced packages, but to whom? Like to novice drivers, like intermediate drivers, beginners, or professionals. We don't know about that. So maybe they are giving to professional drivers, maybe they are not giving courses to professional drivers. There is no clear mention about that. So we will say not given. I hope it is clear. Moving on to the last question, 14th. The BAC only provides, so now that's another company. The BAC. The BAC only provides lessons to people who have particular driving requirements. So this particular company only provides lesson to those persons who have particular driving requirements. Like who have, like, I don't know, like for example, there's a driver who doesn't know how to overtake in a safe way, or how to do left or right side judgment. If you are like right hand side driving, how to judge your left side. If you are having left hand side driving, how to judge your right hand side. So, or maybe how to climb a hill, or how to reverse a car, how to park parallel park. So there may be some kind of particular driving requirements of that particular person. And if this company provides lessons to only these kind of people, the answer will be true. But if the company provides lesson to all people without any particular requirement, the answer will be false. And if we don't know why they provide lessons, like what's the condition for that particular enrollment, we will say the answer is not given. So let's read the BAC. The BAC has a wide range of specialist courses suitable for every type of driver. So they're saying that they have wide range of specialist courses, and it's suitable for every type of driver. If there are certain elements of road use that you find particularly challenging, such as driving at night or using rural roads, you will be able to find a course that is tailored to suit you. The BAC also has a course intended to help improve confidence for more general road use. So if you are having this particular issue, driving at night, using rural roads, they have course for that. Or just if you want to improve your confidence, they have course on that too. Prices vary depending on how many hours you wish to undertake and what you wish to practice. So it is best to contact. So this is about pricing. So that's our location. So you have around 10 seconds, tell me the answer. uh, and the time starts now. Okay, time's up. And the answer to this question is false. Why false? First, let me just mark it. Here it is in this particular sentence. So here it is written false. Why? Because they're saying that it only provides lesson to people who have particular driving requirements. But here they're saying suitable for every type of driver. Like there is no particular type of driver it is not suitable for. So if whatever your requirements are, doesn't matter, it's suitable for every type of driver. I hope it is clear. So this is let's see, we have done all that 13, 12. 11, 10, 9, 8. Yeah. So this is how you should solve your questions. So if you are still unsure about any question, you can rewatch that part of the video, or if you want to rewatch the entire video again, you can do that as well, so that it will help you to understand you better, or to make your understanding better, and so that in the exam you can achieve your target band score. So we have made more such videos. You can go to our video section and watch those videos as well. And if you want our help in writing and or speaking, like if you want band 7 or more, or whatever your target is, if your target is band 6 and you are stuck at band 5 or 5.5, if your target is band 7, you are stuck at 6 or 6.5, whatever the target is, if you are not able to achieve that particular target and you don't know why, like even after multiple attempts you are still confused, like you are trying to do your best but still you are falling short of that particular target, you can take our help. You can enroll in our video course, in which we have thoroughly discussed all the do's and don'ts about the four parameters of IELTS, on which they assess your, or they mark your task 1, task 2 about your writing and your speaking, so that you can understand what you need to do to achieve your target band, whether it's band 6, band 7 or more. So that's it for this video. Then I will see you in the next video. Till then, take care and goodbye.